Slipped and pressed the button. Yo, what's good? Sky X Me was good. Sierra Cook was good. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. What's going on with y'all? Happy. It's not Monday. It's Friday. Happy Friday. That'll change up my energy. That'll get me rejuvenated for the day. Given that we only got today. I get this sticker off of here. Setting up for this video. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays and all of that. Setting up for this end of the year video, which I'll be honest with you right now, I don't have the motivation to complete, but just on the PlayStation game. I'll get there. I'll get motivated to get that done. Right now, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But we will get it done. I hope everybody had a good Christmas, good holiday, and all of that. You know what I mean? Hope everything is going well. Thank you for saying what's up. Is it George? What's up to you, man? Hope everything is well, bro. Yo, shout out to Sierra for hitting the subscribe button. Thank you. Thank you. If you have not already done so, consider following her lead there, or his lead, or their lead, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the videos, you don't miss the lives, the shorts. I just put up a couple of shorts. I even did something I don't usually do, which was, thank you for hitting the like button, which was, I baked. I put up a video of me baking. Not like the other baking, but I should. But just like, not my typical baking, but I made some cinnamon rolls, and I put the short up of me kind of inhaling one of them. So yeah, I'm just trying to put the content out there. So be sure to like, subscribe, all of that, and turn on the notifications, because I go completely random and start turning these things on whenever. Right now, I'm getting ready for this end of year video, and I'm dusting off everything that we picked up from the year. I also tracked how much I spent on the year versus how much the stuff would typically, I guess, the value of it versus how much I actually spent for it, so we can see exactly, thank you for hitting the like button, how much I spent on the game room this year. So these little things you see popping out here, like how you see that game kind of poking out, this game kind of poking out, that's all because we're going to do the video here in a little bit, and it's going to help me to be like, oh yeah, this game, this is going to make it faster. So, and right now I'm cleaning up the Smash Bros. Switch that we picked up from the pawn shop a while back. Paid about $150 for this, and 3 games that have actually sold since the weekend over Christmas. Those 3 games were out of here. Facebook Marketplace. I think we got about 95 for those games, which brings me to, I believe, 55 that I spent on this. So, yo, a million subscribers would be absolutely crazy. I don't like to say never. I don't like to say never, but maybe one day that'd be cool. That'd be real cool. I don't even know if I'd be able to mentally process that, because I'm a very, very chill, very quiet person, and to think that there's a million people, let's just even say 500,000 people that are subscribed to a channel, or for my videos, the most watched video I believe is at like 15,000 views. And mentally, that's just like, that blows my mind. That's a lot of views. Granted, I know it's probably a few people watching it. I never think that that number means that there were 15,000 different people, right? Still though, whatever it is, it's a crazy amount. And it makes me like supremely appreciative, but also just a little bit kind of wondering, like, damn, why or how is where I'm at with it. I'm always questioning stuff, which is probably something I shouldn't do so often, but I do. Here's something else we picked up. The Zelda Hyrule Edition Nintendo Switch Lite. This was another pawn shop purchase that we found for I think we paid $100 for this. And we'll factor this into how much we spent on the year. Cleaning that up. Cleaned up a couple of my Zelda controllers. These were also pawn shop finds. And I can't remember the total, but I think I paid 20 bucks for both of them. Like in total, 10 a piece. I think I paid 20 for these. Connor, what's up? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. We want to get some energy. I might have to turn up at the garden because my energy is low today. That's all right. We'll get it back. We'll get it back with the quickness. Where's my, there you are. Is there anything in here? Also, oh no. I'm all out of wraps. That kind of sucks. You guys want to see? Oh, wait, no. Wait a minute. Can you stash right there for a second? I think I'm out of wraps. Damn, dog. Damn, dog. That's all right. That's okay. Connor History Channel. I am a historian, just in general. On everything or a particular topic. Look at this is the coolest rolling tray that you'll ever see, bro. Look at this. This is so dope. Dope. Get it. I think I want to show in this video, mentally I'm trying to get myself together. And I know I want to talk about the games, highlight the games. Definitely want to highlight the ones that I played. Definitely want to highlight the ones that I played. Was Gris this year? Gris was definitely this year. Welcome Melee was this year. Absolutely. Hot Lap, that was this year. Who pushed these back? GTA was this year. Grapple Dog was this year. Just a fucking fire amount of games that I picked up this year. Is that it? I have to look at this again because I feel like there's more than these. I know that I picked up this Looney Tunes game. Luigi, oh, Luminous, that was one. But I just don't know if those are on the chart. So I'll have to double check. I picked up a shit ton. Trancer Ruby, that's on the list. Vitamin Connection. Who was in here, bro? It's weird. Okami. I don't even know if Okami was on the list, but I'll check. Those are some good ones. Those are some bangers. Yeah, welcome back. I'm still in the same spot you left me. Still getting everything organized and kind of ready to go. Trying to figure out the flow of it. And I want to talk about the games, the pickups, and I want to talk about the controllers. I should have the number ready before I start because that is important. So maybe I'll write that stuff out. I'll have the numbers, totals for what we spent, totals for what we sold, and overall value of the things that we kept as part of the collection. I think that is... And there's so many games that I picked up this year, like Metal Gear. I picked this one up this year. I picked this up Black Friday, but I haven't played it. But also, it was after I closed off that list. I had to put a hard stop on the date as far as when I was going to shut off the list. I couldn't do the full year because then I wouldn't be able to make the video in time to, be a year-end wrap. So, oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I need to write this stuff down. I also want to talk about the 72 games that I'm not keeping, that I took out of the collection, and kind of how the process is going to keep going now, right? Like, we got those 70 out the same way we took money to bring stuff in here and to pay for this stuff for the Lolo. We're going to do the same thing with those 70. And ultimately, my hope is that this stuff will be basically free once the day is over. We'll see how it goes. I do not play Roblox. I don't play Roblox, and I also don't play Minecraft. My daughter played Roblox, but not me. And anytime I find a game like Minecraft, I typically flip it because it's a quick find, and I can usually sell it for a game that I actually do play. Another game or another franchise that's kind of in the same realm for me like that is Pokemon. Like, when I find Pokemon games, I should say, just flip them so I can just get something that I do like. But now that I'm collecting for the Switch, I try to hold on to the Pokemon games when I come across them. No, I can't ask her that. Roblox is weird, man. I do not trust it. I don't trust the servers. I don't trust the people on there. Not you personally, but like the adults posing as kids and stuff like that. So no, when she plays Roblox, she plays with her friends. Hey man, that's pretty cool. That's cool. She's probably too old to be playing with you anyway. And she plays with her friends from back in the day. But even that is long ago. She's more into The Sims and things like that. So be well, man. 8 years old is crazy. I mean, that's a great age. I'm not even sure what you're doing on here at 8 years old. To be honest with you, you probably shouldn't be on here. I'm just telling you the truth. I appreciate you subscribing, and I appreciate you watching the videos. And I'll try to keep everything as G-rated as possible for those younger ones who are on here. But that's a crazy age, man. You guys are off for school, huh? You guys are on vacation. Y'all chilling with Uncle Rome for the while your parents are working. That's all right. You guys are in a safe space. You're in a safe space. Like, yeah, if my 8-year-old was on here, I'd be like, what are you watching? Who's that guy? Get out. Get off of here. Go do something else. You know what I mean? But to each his own. To each his own. PS5? Yeah, what about it? PS5 is right there. These are all PS5 games right here. And if you look over here, up there in the corner, there's the PS5 box from when I first picked it up. Picked up the PS5 during COVID. So it was not easy getting that PlayStation 5 way back when. Shout out to Rumi Zoe. Hope you're well. Don't hate school, man. Just go. Recite some of the bullshit that they teach you. And yeah, just use it as a springboard to whatever else it is you want to do in school. Don't hate it. Talk, network, meet people, enjoy it, because it does go by quickly. So while you hate it now, I get that, but it'll be over with fast. So just talk to people, enjoy school, know that nothing out there is that serious at your age or any age. It's all good. Play Spider-Man 2? Yeah, for sure. For sure, I play Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1. Here's Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS5, the physical. Spider-Man 2 I do have, but it's a digital copy, so it's on the PlayStation along with Spider-Man, the first one. That's also a digital copy that I have on the PS5. And for the PS4, one of my favorite consoles is this one here. My Spider-Man PS4 Pro. Picked this up when that first Spider-Man game released all those years ago, and been holding on to this ever since. This is when I first jumped into the PS4. I stayed away from it for a long time. I was just playing Xbox, but when they dropped that exclusive console, I said, okay, yeah, I'm back. So I went to that one. That was a good game. I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed that game because I really love Batman Arkham when I think about it, the Arkham series, and it is a lot of, if not all of, the same mechanics from that game. So if you haven't played the Batman series, give it a try. Um, they do have it, of course, on PlayStation. We have Batman. This is Return to Arkham, and this has 3 games on it: Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City. Oh, maybe just 2 games on it. My bad. My bad. 2 games on it. But fun game if you haven't played on the PS4. I thought I had another Batman game. I'm not sure where that went to. But on the Batman Arkham trilogy, this one has 3 games on it. This one's on the Switch. Still sealed. I haven't opened it yet. But we have Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight are all included on here. So if you haven't played um, this one, play it. It's a really good one. Great trilogy. I do have Spider-Man 2, but it's on the PlayStation 5. It's a digital copy, not a physical. But yeah, we do have that as part of the collection, for sure. Um, Anybody out there have a Switch 2 yet? Because I'm kind of on the fence. Anybody out there got that Switch 2? Is it worth it? Let me see. Starting the poll question. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a fan of Donkey Kong Country or any of those games, but the Bonanza looks like something that I want to play for real. Start the poll. And you guys have a good Christmas? Everybody have a good holiday? There we go. Move this down to out of my way. There we go. Can you tell them to shout out to me? I mean, shout out to you. I don't know who you want me to tell, but shout out to you, man. I do not play Five Nights at Freddy's. I do not play Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought I had one on. In fact, I do. Have that game on the Switch, but I think my oldest daughter has it someplace, so it's not up here. But yeah, we played it. I have never played it, but she loves it. So what do you do after stream? Oh, after stream rooming. Typically after stream, when I'm not streaming, I'm just living life. A whole bunch of stuff that I probably don't regular life. You'd be surprised. I work a lot. I'm a father. I have dogs. Got a lot of stuff to take care of around here. After stream today, we're going to finish organizing life in this room so I can start on the main video showing the top, not the top, but everything we picked up in this year. So that'll be something I'll do after stream. And then I have I don't want to say a lot of free time, but I have a good amount of downtime today. So we might just stream for a good portion of the day just to keep it going if I can find a charger for my phone. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. How do you go live? I just hit the live button. I don't know if you need a certain amount of people or followers or subscribers to do it, but I just hit the live button on here. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I'm doing or how I'm supposed to do it, but and thank y'all for hitting the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, Sierra Cook said that they subscribed. Make sure you do that. I'm also on TikTok at Buttons and Beans Gaming over there. Instagram at Buttons and Beans Gaming, Discord at Buttons and Beans Gaming, basically Buttons and Beans Gaming everywhere. So make sure you hit that button, make sure you hit the like, all that good stuff. I think it might be time to pick up a Switch 2. And I say that because, man, I just say that because, man, I whenever I play my Switch, which I absolutely enjoy, I do get pulled out of it with the loading screens and things like that. Like the loading time takes a little bit too long for my liking. And I'm sure that the Switch 2 would improve on that. But 500 is a lot, you know, and I have other things that I want to buy, specifically a camera, because I struggle to go live sometimes because this camera is kind of hit and miss as to when it wants to work. But if we can flip these games and get something close to it, we'll either go with the camera or the Switch 2 to add to the collection. But we shall see. No messages, no notes. All right, bet. There we go. I think that's all the games from here. MLB The Show 22. There's nothing in here. This is just a case. I need an extra case to have one there. Monster Hunter Generation. I'm pretty sure it's Disney Classic is one that I added to the things. I could be wrong. But I know we have it with the case. So that works. No Jungle Book on this one. Bummer. Whatevs. Cuphead, Celeste. I know Bluey is one that we just added recently too. I need to add that to it. I know I just picked up Bluey pretty recently too. What's up? What's up? All right, let's check the battery life on this camera. See if this is something that I can get started with right away. I didn't know it wasn't turned on all that time. Bro, it's never gonna charge that way, bro. God damn it. Yeah, the camera might be the most important thing right now because it's tough trying to record, man. My cameras don't work. This damn GoPro does not work properly. I'm pretty sure if I reached out to them, maybe they'll give me an option to replace it or get something, maybe, I don't know, a different option because this is just the blues, bro. But of course, it's going to be a fee for that. I might need to hit them up. Make sure you guys answer the poll question. 50-50 on the Switch 2. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, the only reason why I want to pick one up is so that I can play these games on a Switch 2, thinking that maybe it'll run a little better, hoping that they'll run a little better, less loading times, things of that nature. So we'll see. But anytime I come in here to hit, you know, record or go live or whatever it is, this shit does not work. It's a hit and miss on my phone. Sometimes this shit works, sometimes it don't. Young Lady TV, my G, how's it going? Hope all is well, my G. Hope you had a good holiday and all of that. And looking forward to a good weekend. I need a retwist. Know what I'm doing this weekend? Fixing up our locks. Trying to figure out, Young Lay, if I should pick up a Switch 2 or a camera. I'm setting up for this video that I'm working on, end of the year wrap-up video of everything we picked up in the year, how much we spent, the things that, wait a minute, what we picked up, how much this stuff is worth, what we spent on these items, and also the different things that we sold that were in the game room to help offset the cost of some of those items. All of that will be talked about in the latest video. It won't be a short. It's going to be a regular, long form, widescreen landscape view video that I'm hoping to put together and get out of here. Um, if not today, tomorrow, sometime in the next couple of days. But we'll see how that goes. DJ, good afternoon. Good day to you wherever you are in the world. Hope all is well. Christmas was cool, man. Believe it or not, the family's out of town for Christmas. So I was at home dolo all Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, just kind of chilling, taking care of stuff around the house, and preparing for the family to come back. They'll be back tomorrow afternoon or something like that. And then we'll get into it. We'll have Christmas here. They're out visiting family. I stayed home with the dogs because nobody wants to board the dogs this time of year. I don't want to board them any time of year, but this time of year especially, stuff gets expensive. And I have a hard time trusting people, man, especially with my dogs, bro. I have a hard time, man. Like, everything seems to be going so well so often, and all of a sudden it's not. Like, we had a dog sitter, somebody we use very regularly. And all of a sudden one day my girl came back and said, oh, I don't know, my dog had like a bite or something on her ear. And she said, oh, well, the other dog, like my other dog, her brother did it. They've been together 6 years, and he's never once has he ever done that. He's never bitten her, never snapped on her. That's not even his demeanor. And there were other dogs at that house, and I just know that's not what happened. Then she told me, well, I was in the shower, and that's what, like, how do you know that's what happened if you weren't there to see it? So ever since then, I was just like, you know what, fuck that. I'm not boarding them anymore. If they can't go with me or with us to our various vacation destination spots or whatever it may be, then one of us will not go and stay behind, because I'm not putting them through that shit anymore. That's not fair to them at all. I gotta get another charger. That bitch downstairs. Can't play about my pups, man. And don't lie to me, bro. I get it from a business standpoint. You don't want to lose the business, right? But just tell me the truth. Hey, I honestly don't know what happened. I stepped away for a minute. I came back and this was there. I'm very sorry. I don't know what took place, but it took for me to find it, like to come home, check my dog, find it, call and ask what happened, for them to tell me what happened. And it's just like, bro, I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. My bad. I'm rambling, but that's what a live is, right? Just going off on random tangents. I will say, Young Lay TV, you asked me how Christmas was. Christmas was great. I have been spending a lot of time on this. My hope is that I should be playing this and getting this done. But I've been playing Alan Wake while I've had some time to myself or whatever, some free time. But I've been playing Alan Wake. Story's cool. Gameplay's cool. I like it. I like it. I'm enjoying it. So I'm trying to get through it so I can play that. This is in the same universe, Control, and I've started playing this long ago. I have this copy. I played it on the PS4. I don't think that I finished it, and if I did, I don't remember the story. But I'm gonna play Alan Wake, then I'm gonna play Control, and then I'm gonna pick up and find Alan Wake 2 and play that, so I can get all deep dive into the whole Remedy universe and see how all that connects. I'm feeling well, DJ. I hope you're feeling well. It's a good day. It's Friday. Even if it was I wouldn't give a shit what day it was. It could be a Tuesday, and I'd still be in a pretty solid mood. So I'm good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, Tekken 8 for sure, DJ. I know that. No surprise there, man. I know that ranking is out of control. What makes me want to switch to right now, Young Lay, is just the load times on the Switch One. Honestly, that's what makes me want to switch to. I play some of these games and I think, like, man, I know this game would load so much faster, and the load times on the Switch can take me out of it. So, for example, where's it at? Star Wars Heritage Pack. And this is probably the case for all consoles, I don't know. But specifically for this game, I would walk from one room. Anytime you go into one room or one section, it has to load, right? So, like, okay, I get that. But when you walk in there mistakenly, or you say, like, damn, I didn't mean to go in there, you gotta wait for it to load just for you to walk back out and for it to load again, that takes me out of the game. That takes me completely just out of the entire feel of it. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta wait for this now. So I think the Switch 2 would, my hope is that it would minimize some of that. I don't expect it to completely eliminate that. But new hardware with the old games typically helps them run a little faster. Um, that's my hope. I should do a little more research, and I will before I pull that trigger. But I have a bunch of games that I'm looking to offload, and hopefully I can put that towards a Switch 2. But my number one thing that I probably will put it towards, honestly, is a new camera, because I'm struggling with my current camera setups. They're not working for me. Batteries don't work. Camera doesn't work properly. Everything's hit and miss. I can't just hit a button and go. I have to hit a button and pray and hope that everything works properly. So we'll likely go that route before we go Switch 2, but the Switch 2, that's the main reason. And Donkey Kong Bonanza, believe it or not, is the other reason. It looks like a fun game that I would actually enjoy playing. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Legend of Dragoon. I don't think so. Legend of Dragoon. No. No, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't think I have Paper Mario either. I'm not a Paper Mario guy. No. No, I don't have Paper Mario. Paper Mario is not a franchise that I've ever played. Neither is this. Where's it at? Super Mario RPG. This is another franchise that I never really got into, but I picked this one up and gave it a shot, and I didn't really love it. Maybe I'll try it again. But when I picked this up and played it for about an hour, it just wasn't doing it for me. Maybe I'll give it another shot. I don't know. I gotta become a paper. I ain't gotta do nothing. To be fair, there's so many franchises that I could play or jump into that I haven't. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try, but it's gonna have to be something that I find. I'm not gonna go out there and buy it just off a whim. Because again, it's just not really. It's never been my thing, so we'll have to see. Paper Mario will change your life. We'll see. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. I'll see what I can find. You're talking about, looks like the Mutts LA, great game, SNES Target classic. You must be talking about Super Mario RPG. It probably is, and I just, it wasn't for me, man. I'll try it again. To be fair, when I picked it up and tried it, I wasn't a big RPG guy. Since then, I played a few of them that I really enjoyed. I don't know if they're on the same scale, level, whatever, but I played Unicorn Overlord, which I loved. Omari, that I absolutely adore. Maybe I'll give Paper Mario another shot. Maybe. You got Metal Gear Solid? No. No, I don't have Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Collection is one on the list that I need to pick up for the Switch. We have a few Metal Gears, like Metal Gear 5 is over there. I think Metal Gear 4 is over there. Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater. I guess I do have a Metal Gear Solid, but not like the OG Metal Gear Solid. If you're talking about the PS1 game, we don't have that one. Pokemon Snap. Damn, Baltimore Whisper, you just naming off games, bro. What do you think? What do you think this is? This is not GameStop. It's not Best Buy. I'm joking. I'm not even mad at you. I'm just playing. No, I don't have Pokemon Snap. I'm not a Pokemon guy either. I'm less of a Pokemon guy than I am a Paper Mario guy. with that said, I am looking to collect everything I possibly can for the Switch. So I'll be looking for Pokemon Snap. You know, um, yeah. Only Pokemon that I have in my collection are Shield and Let's Go Eevee. Those are the only two currently in the collection. We had Arceus. Played it, tried it out, didn't like it, so I sold it, and I wish I wouldn't have, honestly, because I wanted to keep it. I want to keep all those. So I'll be on the hunt for some Pokemon games, and I'll pick them up. I have a nice little GameStop credit. Maybe I'll go over there and grab one if they have it for a decent price. I saw the Scarlet combo pack for like 80 one day, so I wouldn't mind spending my GameStop credit on that. I wouldn't want to spend my own money on that, but I'd pick it up with some store credit. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. You got fried. Oh, wait, that's your life? That wasn't even funny, bro. I'm the type to give credit to trolls, and my people will tell you. Young Leia will tell you. DJ Sawyer would tell you. I give credit to trolls when it's funny. That wasn't funny. Try again, man. You just called me Unc, so right? Like, I'm wise enough to know better. And that's not funny. But I would say good try. It's not even a good try. That was trash. That was trash. If you got something funny, you come with something funny, I'll let you know. Until then, your ass. Cheeks. And this is why I told the 8-year-olds like, this might not be the place for you. This might not be the place for you. Because there's a lot of goofy stuff that happens. It's not a lot of goofy stuff that happens. Not salty. Not salty at all. Now your mom's vagina. Salty. Ocean water. Tekken 8, DJ, I got you. Tekken 8. Boom. Hey, look, DJ, if you really want to turn up on the Tekken, I recommend one of these, bro. It's Hayabusa, what is it? Hori pad, gamepad, fight stick, whatever they call it. This was a yard sale find this year. I gotta check the price, but this is gonna be in the video for sure too, because this is probably like my most unexpected pickup from the year. But it was one of those manifestation things where I was like, man, I really want to get a fight stick, and I was looking for them and searching for them. Found this one at a yard sale, so I was happy about that. Thrilled. Straight up. 224 hours, bro. I might have played Tekken 8 for maybe 2 hours. I haven't put a lot of time in on that one. I have not put a lot of time on Tekken. I haven't put a lot of time on any of these games. I put the most time in on this one. We got about 60 plus on Unicorn Overlord. I can't remember how many hours exactly I put in on Omari, but we did complete it. So I'm assuming at least 40, I think, is what the runtime was on that one. Anything else? I put a lot of hours in. Nothing else that I could see or think of right now. Honestly, though, 60 hours on one game, 40 hours on another, that's a lot of gameplay for me in a year. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a lot. I don't know what that means, but I hear a lot of different things about Tekken rankings. But current rank 12th, Dan Orange. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's not easy to do. I am positive Any other things back here that I'm forgetting? All these Amiibo, all these were picked up. Anything else up there? These were picked up early in the year, and these were boxed, and I just opened these recently. I'm not mad that I did it because I like them, but Toon Link and Link, these are actually both pretty dope. The guy who sold them to me, I found this on Facebook Marketplace, and they were boxed up because these are, what do you call them? These are for the Wii U. Is what it's on the box for these. But yeah, real dope. I like those. This one I got for sale for dirt cheap at GameStop. In fact, they had a bunch of them, like 2 other Street Fighter ones. When these dropped, they were $30 for some odd, stupid ass reason. These things cost 30. I think I got this for 12. And then as last week, I didn't buy them, but I did see them online at GameStop, brand new. All the Street Fighter joints were 6. I didn't pick up anymore. I should have, but I didn't. Because now they're back up to, I think, 18. Which, again, if you show me it's going to be 6, I'm never paying more than that. Once you show me a price, that's the price I'll be paying for it at some point. Or I just want to mess with it. The only thing retro that I picked up for these 2 in the year. Are y'all ready to call PS3 retro? Are we good with that? It's PS3 retro? But these are the only 2, whether you call it retro or not, older games that I picked up in the year. Damn. I don't know where they originally bought this game from, but they wanted 30 for it back in the day. 28. I think I paid 5 for this. This game here, boy. I found God of War Saga at the pawn shop. Both of the discs at the pawn shop for $5. And in the same parking lot, there was a GameStop. I went to that GameStop, and they just so happened to have the case. The games were in an old GameStop case. I went to GameStop and was like, hey, I just got this game. Can I get the case? You guys have it here. And they were like, yeah, here you go. So they gave me the case with the inserts and everything else for free. They just swapped it out because it was in a GameStop case. But yeah, man, for $5, I had the God of War. And another 5, it was a Def Jam Icon. It's not Fight for New York or anything like that, but you know, it's still cool to have. These games, I like to find, if I can find them, I'm going to pick them up because of the music that's on it. And the licensing so often gets lost or changes up, and then you can't listen to these things on these games, and you got to go, spend crazy money to get the original. I wish I still had my Vendetta. Def Jam Vendetta, but nope. Nope. Appreciate y'all hitting the like button. Appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel at Buttons and Beans Gaming on TikTok, Instagram, Discord, all of that. So we're always doing something. We're always trying to change something up, do something different. We'll talk about that in the video. Also, the plans for next year, because this year the change went from, we had all the retro stuff 2 years ago. We sold that off and we started focusing on PS4, PS5, and Switch. And now, as we're kind of winding down the year, we're focusing really on just Switch, kind of even to the point where we are purging the PS4 collection a little bit. We took 70 games from the collection out of the collection and moved them over there. Can't see it, but they're behind me there, so that we can ultimately get those out of here and do something different. They're just games that either I played and I don't like, games that I haven't played and have no, I guess, want or desire to play. Things like Dying Light, Dead or Alive, or excuse me, Dead by Daylight, things like that. Or they're games that I have a copy of on the Switch and decided to just keep that copy and not worry about it on the PlayStation. For example, The Witcher 3. That's one that I have on the Switch. What else is over there? Evil Dead. That's one we have on the Switch. There's some others. BioShock. That's a big one. The BioShock collection. We have that one on the Switch, so we just got rid of the PlayStation one. And I have them all listed. Agu, what's up? Hope you're well. I have them all listed right now, actually, on Facebook. I'm just anywhere from $5 to $10 a game, and yeah, just hoping to sell them. I'm trying to sell the lot. Somebody wants to offer me money for the lot, I'll take that. But ultimately, I just want them gone, and then we'll focus in the next year on still focus on Switch, but I'm definitely leaning towards the consoles more than anything else. I really want to find some of the special edition ones, such as the Pokemon OLED Switch and some of the Switch Lights in box if I can, because I like to have them and display them. Do you play COD? Not anymore. Not anymore. I was a big COD fan in like the Xbox 360 era. I did play it a little bit on PlayStation 5. I think the last one I played, like Modern Warfare, something with zombies, but nah, I'm off of that, man. I play a lot more single player story. Try to jump into more RPGs, things of that nature. Do you play Mario Party? Jado Lopez, what's up? Hope everything is well. Not so much. The one that we have is, what do we have? Super Mario Party. Super Mario Party. To my understanding, this is not the good one. I think there's another one that's supposedly better than this. But I didn't play a ton of Mario Party, so when I picked this up, this was more of a family game. We have a good time with it. I don't know what the better one is like, but yeah, we do play a little bit of Mario Party. Yeah, I do have a couple Pokemon games for the Switch. The ones that I'm trying to get more. I'm not a Pokemon guy, so anytime I would come across a Pokemon game, I would typically sell it so I can get a game that I do like. But now I'm looking to add them to my collection. So, to start out slow, the only two that we have currently are Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for the Switch. But I'm hoping to gather and add, slowly but surely, all of the Pokemon games for the Switch to the collection. We'll get there. I don't have Scarlet and Violet. I was just talking about that. We'll pick that up the next time I see it. I want to get the combo pack. I saw it for a really good price at GameStop some months ago. And I do believe if I rolled up there, they probably still have it. I have some store credit, and I probably will use it towards that particular game if it's there. One second. The other thing about the Switch is I want to curate this a little bit and have some really good banger titles. I know it sounds dumb. I've always had a game, if it costs $100, I usually get rid of it. But now I want games that are up there in price a little bit, so that when it's time to say trade it for something I really do want, it won't cost me to gut my collection. I can say, hey, here's one game, let me get those two. Pokemon Scarlet, that would be one of those games that at some point I could just swap it if I decide I want to keep it. Ezekiel, hello, hope you're well. Do you have Super Smash Bros? I do. In fact, I just sold a copy of Super Smash Bros yesterday. Christmas Eve. I had a duplicate, but we still have our original copy of Super Smash Bros for the Switch. This is probably the first game that we played on the Switch. My oldest daughter and I played a lot of Smash Bros. She liked to use Samus all the time. Yeah, she likes to use Samus on that one. So that's a good one. Smash Bros is a classic for sure. We gotta get ready for this day. Just notice the time. Fun if you want. I'll puff if you want. Do you dance? Dance well. Bring us some fog. Let that charge up for a couple minutes. Right back to you. Mario Kart. Yeah, man. Play that too. Where's that at? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Been playing Mario. Whoa. I've been playing Mario Kart since Super Nintendo, man. Been playing Mario Kart for a very long time. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. It's one of those games that you almost have to have, right? But my youngest is playing it, so that's why it's not in the case. As far as the new Mario Kart, nah, I haven't played World. I have played World. No, I didn't. My cousin, I went to his house. He has World. I think we played for like one round. I thought it was cool. I didn't think it was worth $70 or $80. I thought it was cool. Been playing this a lot lately. Recently. Been playing this a lot recently. Nintendo Sports. Just the bowling for me though. My daughter loves the basketball and there's something else. What's her other favorite one? I don't even see it on here. I don't even Shambara, something like that. Been playing that a lot lately and been playing this one a lot lately too. Picked this one up on Black Friday, Luigi's Mansion 3. Been playing this one quite a bit with the youngest. She does the exploring and then I do the boss battles and fights and things like that. Yeah, we have a Wii. There's a Wii around here somewhere. There's a bunch of Wiis. I have a box full of them, honestly. There's a Wii U sitting over there I'm looking at. Here's some Wii controllers. Oh, Mario Wii controller. Princess Peach Wii controller. The actual console itself is around here someplace. Fun fact about the Wii. I know this might be one of those things that everybody knows, but I also know it's one of those things that a lot of people don't know. You can play your GameCube games on your Wii. It's backwards compatible with the GameCube games. There's a little flap on your Wii. You lift that bad boy up, you can plug in your GameCube controllers. I know it's one of those things that a lot of people know, but it's also one of those very common things that a lot of people just don't know. So, just sharing. That's all. Don't think I'm schooling anybody here. I just think I'm just know I'm trying to be helpful. Okay. There we go. So 67% say yes, it is time to buy a Switch 2. Oh boy. Oh boy. Damn. What games do you mostly play? I play. Is it Agua? Ague? I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. I'm not trying to be funny. I really don't know how to pronounce it. I try to play games that I know nothing about. I try to play games that I either didn't hear about. I do a lot of my game purchasing at pawn shops and yard sales and thrift stores and things like that. And a lot of the things that I purchase, of course, are older. And I tend to just look at them based on the cover and say, ooh, I like that. And I play it that way. Where's Omari? Omari is one that I picked up just because of the cover. I just said, yo, I like the way that looks. I'm going to play that. And I really like it. That's more of your RPG style of game, right? If we're looking at one of my favorite games, one of my favorite series on the Switch is Coffee Talk. I literally picked this game up because I just like the artwork. I'm gonna play it, and I ended up really enjoying it. Same thing with something, and that's more of a visual novel. So we got RPG, we got visual novel. Celeste is more of a platformer, but it was the artwork. So I don't know anything about that, but that looks amazing. So I picked it up. But this is more of a challenging platformer. So I don't have a specific genre of game that I play more than anything. I will say if it's a type of game, if it's more single player, not a lot of online games, not a lot of multiplayer games, but typically single player games. And I love fighting games, but I play those by myself also for the most part. So Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, things like that. I love those games, but I typically play them by myself. So I don't have any one specific type of game that I play. It really is a matter of how the moment hits me. And usually the moment hits me like this. I come in here and I look at this and I just say, what sounds good? And then I think about, well, what is already on the system that I don't have to wait for it to load, because then I'll get pulled out of the moment again. And then I go with that. Shout out to Tribe. Shout out to Tribe. I love Tribe, bro. I left my wallet in El Segundo. Shout out to Tribe. Bro, shout out to Tribe. I'm gonna have to turn on some Tribe as soon as I get out of here. Straight up. Peace to Fife Dog, man. Do you have a PS1? Ned Flanders kid. No, I don't have a PS1, unfortunately. I do have some games for the PS1. My very first PlayStation game was Game Day 98 with Jerome Bettis on the cover. I have that around here somewhere. Gran Turismo, Siphon Filters over here. But as the actual PS1 itself, no, I don't have one. There's a controller around here. I do have a bunch of PS3s. Another fun fact that you may or may not know. All PS3 consoles play PS1 games. Not all of them play PlayStation 2 games, but all of them play PS1 games. So if you have a PS3 and you're like, well, I have my old PS1 games and I want to play it, I don't have a PS, whatever it may be, you can play your PS1 games on your PlayStation 3. A lot of people may know that. Some may not. I'm not trying to educate. I'm just sharing a fun fact. All right. I need my table. All right. PS2 is the greatest console ever. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's right there. It's for me my top consoles all time. This is not in order. More so in order of their release. The SNES, the PS2, and the Switch. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. I miss the just sheer amount of creativity, new IPs, whoa, and teams just really not being afraid to just try stuff. When it came to that PS2 era, everybody was like, yo, I want to try something. I'm going to put this out here and just going to go with it. That's a lot. That's probably too much for me to even think about right now. I'm going to have to just do this. We got this is the main thing right now, so I gotta kind of focus on this. Yeah, for real. Man, wait until midnight. Midnight releases for sure. Midnight releases. To do midnight releases for PS2s, for games, and for sneakers. And it was a good time just hanging out with folks. With everybody had like a common, just something in common, and it was fun. It was fun, man. Good times for sure. All right, let me make the main thing the main thing. It's about 2:00. I think it is. She gets in here at 1. Got a couple PS2 down here. Of course, we got the OG big boy. Gotta have them. Another thing, you see that? You might know about that already, Ned, right? Like that little bad boy turns. Gotta have that. Oh. Then we got the Slim. Much same thing, right? I think it turns on that one too. Flip. Turns on that. Crazy difference. Anything? Can you hear me now? I'm still muted. Can you hear me? Yes? No? Let me know. I ain't even gotta tell me. I'll just check it. Okay, perfect. Appreciate it. Sell me a few games. Listen, Drew Bandana. Hope you're well, first of all. Hope you hit the like button, second of all. But thirdly, I have a bunch of games. I got a bunch of PS5 games that I'm selling for like $5-10 a piece. So if you're serious and you need a game, let me know. I do have about 70 of them over here that I'm looking to get rid of. The only thing is I'm not looking to ship them. I'm kind of looking to do this shit local and save money on anything, whether it be an envelope or a stamp. All right, let me clear my space so I can get to work. Fuck with me, y'all. Hang tight. I gotta move some things and rearrange some things so that I can continue to chop it up with y'all, but also I gotta get some work done for real. So let me get situated. Don't put that in yet. Right there. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate whatever that was just flying across the screen with all that funny, I don't know, faces maybe. Appreciate that too. Oh, this is what okay, here we go. Ask your question. Well, you may have a question. I probably don't have an answer. Only because of history. History shows that anytime somebody says, hey, I have a question, it turns out to be some troll shit. But you can prove me wrong or you can prove me right. It's up to you right now. Ball's in your court. What do you want to do? Talk to me. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Super Mario theme. Super Mario World. There you go. Favorite song all time. Banger. Banger. That all time stuff is difficult, man. Because I typically never have a favorite of all time. There's just too many. Usually it's just way too many for me to pick. I listen to too much music to have a favorite song. I will tell you my most played song of 2025 was Mary Jane by Rick James, according to YouTube Music. I don't know if I would call that my favorite song, but it was my favorite song this year. You know what I mean? If you had a choice to bring back an old console, what would you revamp? Let me think about it. Give me 1 second. Let me adjust the legs on this tripod. Oh, and I got the answer. I know what it is. I know what it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't know the damn thing was swinging like that. My bad, y'all. My fault. All right. If I could revamp an old console, it'd be... Damn, hold up, bro. If I don't get this right now, I'll never get it right. If you could revamp an old console, what would it be? It'd be the SNES. Yeah, I have to say, it'd definitely be the Super Nintendo. And I'd almost say like that's an easy choice for me. And let me tell you why. Give me a second to get my life together here. There were so many games on the Super Nintendo. Granted, I'm sure that means that there was a lot of garbage that came out also, but everything had a game. And it was just a crazy time in gaming where everything was like, everybody was trying. Everybody was trying. That period of gaming, everybody was trying to figure it out, man. Super Nintendo, PlayStation was on the cusp of doing their thing. It's just a good time, man. So I would go with the Super Nintendo as the console I would kind of bring back. That'd be it for sure. Danny, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, cuz. Happy holidays, everybody, man. Hope y'all all feeling well going into the new year with good spirit, good energy, positivity. I hope nothing but great things for you and your folks going into this new year, man. I know 2025 was a beast. I say was as if we're not still in it. 2025 has been a beast. But, you know, that'll be all right. Everybody be all right. Danny in the UK checking in. Love it, bro. Got the UK in the building, man. UK, Australia, Africa, Scotland at one point, Japan. There was just a lot of people in here from different places, bro. I'm always happy to see that. I always say worldwide, one game at a time. It's so dope that people from all parts of the world check in and say, what's up, man? Thank you for that. We always call the SNES the SNES. Yep. They say that out here too. They'll say SNES. Yeah. I just say SNES because I don't know. But I've heard it. I've heard SNES out here too. And anytime I hear the word SNES, I think about American Dad and Snot saying, yeah, I'm getting SNES on the reg. You know about that? You know about American Dad? never heard it. Okay. All right. I hear that. That makes sense. Yeah, man. They might say something different. That makes sense. But yeah, I've heard SNES before, and I love saying SNES. I don't know why, but honestly, it doesn't have any like dots between the letters, so it should be. You're right. It should be SNES and NES, right? But I say NES because I'm a weirdo. I'm trying to get this camera right, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to get this camera right because I do have to get some things done over here. 2 p.m. Get that added today. I need my other. Okay. What the hell? How does that happen? How does that work? There we go. Alright. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting set up for work over here. You dig? Oh, yeah. I remember Mario Through Time. I remember that. I didn't do any of that stuff, man. Mario Through Time, Mario Paint. I missed out on all. I shouldn't say I missed out. I didn't play any of that. I very recently, I'll say within the last year and a half, I had Mario Paint with the mouse and everything, if I remember correctly, but it was never something I wanted to pick up and play. But when you think about that time, man, Super Mario World, for me, is probably one of the greatest games ever. And probably one of the greatest games ever. And I don't even think that's an exaggeration to say. I don't think that's me misspeaking or talking crazy. It's an amazing title. It really is. And I guess to be fair, Mario 3 was kind of that one that was the setup for that, right? But that doesn't change the fact, which is still like that's also one of my favorite games of all time is Mario 3. Why can't I get this shit right? Oh my god. Hold on, man. But for as good as Mario 3 is, the SNES game was just like top tier, man. This shit, I don't know if it gets any better than that. That's hard to top that one. Hard to top that one. Apologize, y'all. I'm trying to get this set up right, or at least as right as possible. Damn, dog, you doing slam? Why you do that? Yeah, we were mean some games, bro. We really didn't take care of stuff that well, huh? I felt, well, maybe y'all didn't. I feel like I always took care of stuff pretty solid, man. I didn't get a lot of games. I could tell you the extent of my Nintendo collection as a child. It was Zelda: A Link to the Past, Street Fighter 2. For a very long time, those were the only two games that I had for the SNES. Any other game that I had from this that I played on the SNES was like borrowed or rented or something like that. But yeah, those are my games. And that's why when people say, "Oh, you want to play Street Fighter?" Like, no. You don't want to play Street Fighter 2 with me. Not on Super Nintendo. I didn't even know about hitboxes, but I swear I knew what they were in that game because I knew exactly where I needed to be for certain things to happen and certain things to trigger it. It's hard not to. And then after a while, I ended up getting like Mario Kart and played that to play that forever. Play Mario Kart forever. But SNES was a good time, man. A lot of great things happened on that system. A ton. Get this damn thing popping. There we go. Got a choice between. Ooh. Oh, I miss somebody saying what's up. Jezebel, what's up? If you had a choice between Assassin's Creed or Fallout, which one are you picking? I'm gonna pick Assassin's Creed. Now, here's the thing about that, Billy the Chili. I have not played either one of those franchises. Only reason why I'm picking Assassin's Creed because I feel like it's more of my style of game, more of something that I'd be into over Fallout. If I understand correctly, Ghost of Tsushima is kind of like Assassin's Creed, and that's one of my favorite games. Ghost of Tsushima, that is. So I would probably lean more towards Assassin's Creed than I would Fallout. Now, the TV series, absolutely love. But the game franchise, I have never played any of Fallout or Assassin's Creed. Like, not a moment. I don't even think I've seen a title sequence or opening screen on any of those games. I feel that. I feel that, Ned Flanders, son. I am not too young. I am not too young. But yeah, Zelda Link to the Past was my first Zelda game that I completed. And for the next Zelda game that I completed was Echoes of Wisdom. So that tells you the gap between Zelda games for me. But with it being, it was the Zelda game actually came with my SNES console. My console didn't come with Super Mario. It came with Zelda. I wasn't a Zelda guy, but being that was the only game I had, damn right I played it. Played the hell out of it. Yep. So, I have not, but we do have it. We have it on the PS4. I did not get rid of that one. If I'm not mistaken, hold on a second. Mass Effect. Huh? Am I tripping? Oh, there it is. Legendary Edition. What's on here? Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3. Is what's on here. I did take out Mass Effect Andromeda, and I was going to sell that one because I didn't hear good things about that. But I'll let you tell me, Ned, if Mass Effect Andromeda is something I should hold on to. But ultimately, I think I'm going to get that one out of here. But I do have the Legendary Edition that I'm keeping because I'm definitely going to play that one. How do I minimize? Keep editing. Keep editing. What the fuck is going on? Okay, leave then. So many different people that need me right now. EMY. Okay. I do not play Arc Raiders. I do not play Arc Raiders. I hear good things, but I have not played it. I don't play a lot online. More of a single player, solo campaign kind of guy. But so it's been a while since I played online anything. I hear great things, but that's probably not a game that I'm going to play anytime soon. Emmy is the one that's in there. Okay. I am hungry. Go to Emmy. Right? I can't keep up. Yep, EMY. Okay, beautiful. And I go to. Sorry, y'all. I'm over here multitasking. Doing a bunch of different things at once. Okay. Today, beautiful. Also today. Is Arc Raider something I need to check out? I've heard good things about it, but again, it's just not something I play. Anytime I've seen somebody play it, like as I'm scrolling through and somebody maybe is playing on live streaming, they're always just kind of going through the menus. And very rarely do I see a lot of gameplay on Arc Raiders. I see a lot of shuffling through equipment and things like that. Okay. Okay. Cool. Fair assessment. Fair assessment. Social. Yeah, Mass Effect is on the list. I was playing BioShock, and I don't know, man. I thought it was cool. I was enjoying it. I hear great things about the story, but some of that shit I just wasn't feeling, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta be in the mood to be playing those games. A lot of those things popping out at you and screaming at you, and it's just not always that fun for me. I like to chill when I play a game. I don't like to be all. So that's probably what took me so long to play Alan Wake. I'm playing Alan Wake, and I'm like, man, I don't want shit jumping out at me. But it's pretty. It's while the stuff gets there, but it's like it's expected. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. It's in the shadows. You in the shadow, use your light. Shit's gonna run out, hit a flare. It's really straightforward. I'm not big on jump scares and shit like that. Okay. Let me put that on my calendar. Till 2. Okay, there's 3 I need to put in. other thing. Oh yeah. There we go. Bioshock is decent. The second one is better. I hear that. What are some RPG games you're playing, Ned? I need to know. I'm really I gotta change up my board over here because there are some things that I want to add, that I want to pick up, like Octopath Traveler. I really want to play those. I know they just came out with Zero, so I gotta probably play those first two, and that's like a commitment. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is one I want to play, and there's something else that's been on my want list for a minute. I can't think of it. I know I just picked up, what was it? Damn. I can't remember. But, you know, I can't remember. But yeah, there's a bunch that I want to pick up and check out at some point. I have a couple here that I need to play. What is it? What are the games that I have here? Bravely Default is one that I need to play that I have up here. Moral Kingdom, Moral Chronicles. I don't remember. There's another one that I need to play. What I need to do is eat because I can't even think. And that's because I'm hungry. I know that's what's happening. My brain is all over the place because there's no food in my system. I think I'm gonna get myself something here. I don't think I'm gonna cook anything today because I don't typically eat out, but I think today I'm gonna do it. It's probably gonna be cracking out there in the streets too. People are gonna be ordering food like crazy. Welcome back, welcome back. Mountain Blade, Bannerlord, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Hear good things about that. Skyrim, holy shit, man. Dragon Age, I think I have that. I think I have that on PS5. I haven't played Elder Scrolls yet either. Skyrim, I haven't played that. I have that on Switch. That's another one that I added to the collection of games to get rid of on PlayStation because I have it on the Switch. Skyrim, Witcher, Witcher 3, which is probably what I need to play. Witcher 3 needs to be on the list. Maybe I can play that before Witcher 4 comes out. And I don't even know if I need to play the other Witchers because, and we may have talked about that, Ned. I'm not sure if we talked about the Witchers, but I've never played Witcher 3. I need to figure out. I'd like to play it, but I want to play it on Switch and I just want to keep it on Switch. So I got rid of I moved the PlayStation copy over to the pile of games that I would likely get rid of. This is why I can't stream, play a game and live stream because I just don't function like that. I can talk shit. Like I'll do good about playing the game and recording a clip and getting a good moment in the clip, but a full live stream and focusing on the game and talking and reading, and I can do it, but it just, the thing about me playing games is it's supposed to be a relaxing thing. I don't really do it for the entertainment of others. But I guess if I do a live stream, that's what that's for. So when I turn on the game, it's like my escape, if you will. So the thought of doing that while having to entertain just feels like a very daunting task. Too much for me is what I'll say. Yeah, man, it does. I do like playing on the Switch. I do. And the reason for that is because all my games are in this space right here, in this game room space. With the Switch, I like the portability. I like to just grab and go, right? So I can take this and let's say, I don't know, my lady's just hanging out in the loft or wherever. I could just go sit in there and play a game or not play a game. But the option is there, which I enjoy. That option's not there with PlayStation. In order for me to have that option, I have to buy a peripheral, PlayStation Portal, which maybe I'll do that. You know, there's a lot of things that I want to pick up. That's one of them. But maybe I'll do that. I just like the idea of it not being something that I need to pay extra for it in order to do. I don't go Steam Deck because I like physical copies of games. Um, and the Switch is that console that really has everybody can play something on it. I can play what I like on there for the most part. But I can also, my youngest can play hers. We all have a Switch. Everybody has a Switch. Um, but there's always something on there for us to either play or play together. So I like playing on the Switch. PlayStation's my go-to console for real, but I like the idea. If it's on both, I'll pick it up on the Switch. At least at some point. I'm not buying anything new, so games like Spider-Man, God of War, your PlayStation exclusives, I enjoy playing. But for just the sheer the ability to just grab and go and keep playing the game, I like to play it on the Switch. I think I get through games faster, but also at the same time, while I play on the Switch, it's not exactly the most comfortable thing for my hands. So I have like a case or a grip or something to help with that. But buy the Nintendo Switch 2 online and get 20 of them. I don't understand. Get 20 of what? The games being so small. Yeah, but I mean, you're an adult. You can keep up with the game. We keep up with it with my youngest. She does all right. How do I make this mark? This is on. I'll just go bottom up. In my games, they typically, if they're not being played, they're in the case. And if they're not in the case, they're in the console. They're not going anywhere for real. But I hear you. There's something about collecting for the Switch. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's more than the game. I really enjoy collecting for the Switch. It's something about these red cases, man, that I absolutely just love. I like to shop for Switch games. I like to hunt for Switch games more so than I do for any other consoles because I don't see them that often. So it makes finding them that much more thrilling. I see PlayStation, Xbox every day, but Switch games, not so much. So when I see one, it's like, ooh, that's a treat. You know? It makes the hunt that much just more exciting. Gonna see how much longer this lasts. Mr. Mysterious, hello. Ned City doesn't have a Switch yet. We haven't picked up a Switch 2. Don't have a Switch 2 yet, but we have a good amount of original Switches. And there's still more that I want to pick up. We have the Smash Bros. Edition, the Zelda Edition, the Animal Crossing, the Mario, the OG, like the first one that came out, edition, so like the first one, and a Zelda Hyrule Switch Lite that I can think of. So we have 6 of them. The lights, while I love the Hyrule Switch Lite, I don't have the box for it. I wish I did, but while I love it, it's not comfortable to hold in my hands. That could just be a product of me being 40, and these little consoles. I grew up playing Game Boys and Tiger handhelds, and maybe my hands were just done with all of that. But I do enjoy collecting games for the Switch, man. It's so much fun hunting for Switch games. We just sold 4 games over this last couple of days. I think locally, people were doing maybe some last minute finds, gift ideas. Because on Marketplace, I sold, and I think maybe even not just finds and last minute gift ideas, but like for themselves. Like, ooh, I just got a Switch. Let me pick up a game. I sold Mario Kart 8 Deluxe loose copy for I think $30. And then we sold the doubles that we had of Animal Crossing, Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, and Super Smash Bros. So those 3 games for, I want to say, like another 95. So all in all, a pretty solid day, or a couple of days of profitable like selling the games, which doesn't happen often. Still no takers on all the PS4 ones, but I'm sure they'll come around. Ooh, Ned Flanders kid. My honest opinion, I don't see Nintendo standing strong 10 years from now against the other big 3. Ooh, Ned, that is a bold statement, my friend. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't see Nintendo going anyplace. I think they've more than established themselves with their exclusives. You can't get Mario on any other console, and they're not gonna let that happen. They'll let people come in and play with Mario in the sense of go ahead and make a Mario RPG game, but you're not gonna play that Mario RPG game on a PlayStation or an Xbox or a Steam Deck. Not legally, anyway. So with that, you can only play those things on Nintendo. So they'll keep that. They have so many not first party, but exclusives to them. Donkey Kong, Kirby, Zelda, Mario, and everybody's connected in that universe. Tough. It's going to be tough, and I don't see them going anywhere. Xbox, I wouldn't be surprised if they woke up tomorrow and said, hey guys, you know what? We're just strictly doing software. We're back to just being Microsoft. We're no longer doing the hardware. And even the hardware that they do now seems to be rollouts of, what do we call that? Collaborations with other companies, right? That handheld is an Xbox handheld, but it's not, I don't think Microsoft made it. So I could see them being gone before I would see Nintendo going anyplace. I think Nintendo's hold is pretty solid. Pretty solid. And I'm not even like fanboy out when I say that. I just really don't believe that they would go anywhere. Will allow me to, okay, I'm gonna follow up with this. Okay, we'll follow up. But yeah, it's a bold statement. One of my predictions, not so much with the big 3 of consoles, Microsoft, Xbox, Sony, because again, I think Sony will be okay. Um, Nintendo's not going anywhere. Microsoft seems to be the out of the three, they seem to be the one most likely to not be around in the next 10 years um, as far as making consoles. They may still be making games. They'll have studio game companies and things like that, but making more Xbox systems probably won't last for too much longer. I think they got one more in them and then they'll be done. My big thing is, I think in the next, what's this, 2026? I still say this. I think 2K30, let's say 2K31. Nah, let's stick with 30. 2K30, Madden 30. Any one of, or maybe all of those sports games will be free to play. They'll be completely free. Not completely free. They'll be free to play games, which means they'll be completely transactional, operational, that sort of thing. Where, especially with things like My Park and all that other shit, like they've leaned towards that for so long, it's only a matter of time. How many Mario releases can you make that hasn't been done already? Good question. Good question. PlayStation exclusives win yearly, and Xbox is going into higher limits with Steam gaming. Nintendo is stubborn on changing. Oh, I hear that. Right? I feel that. I feel that for sure. While it's difficult to change. Like, here's the thing. You got to know your audience. And I think Nintendo knows their audience. Because I've been playing Mario since I was a child. I'm only a couple years, I'm a couple years older than Mario. So everybody knows Mario. Everybody knows Mario. My kids know Mario. Like, who doesn't know Mario? Right? So anytime you think Mario is done, they come up with a new way to switch it up. Super Mario Odyssey was amazing. Amazing. Completely different from other Mario games. I didn't play anything on the GameCube. So I didn't play Sunshine, Galaxies. I didn't play any of that. I didn't even play Mario 64 for real. But I did play Odyssey, and I thought that was incredible. The Luigi Mansion, like, I'm playing games that were on GameCube on the Switch, so they'll always find a way to remake things, switch things up. I think Odyssey was a nice switch up. I think Bonanza is a nice switch up. I haven't played it, but I hear great things. So while they are stubborn, they do the right thing in the sense of they test it. They tried out the Wii. This was great. This worked. Let's do it again. Let's try it out with the Wii U. This didn't work so well. We're trying to make it a handheld, but also make it portable. Then they dropped the Switch, and that's working so well that they said, let's just do it again. Just make it, a little more powerful than the last one, and make it a Switch 2. So they know their audience. They're sticking with what's working. You can't be mad at that from a consumer standpoint. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Or excuse me, from a business standpoint, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. It works, man. And like I just said, I have 6 of these things in the house. I didn't pay full price for them. I got them all from pawn shops, with the exception of 2. I paid full price for 2 of them. But that's still 2 consoles that I purchased that were Nintendo. I haven't purchased 2 PS5s. I haven't purchased any of the new Xboxes. They know how to, okay, like, yo, it's a sharing console, but now I want my own. Oh, you want a light version? I'm going to try it out. That's a different color. They get you. They know how to do it. So they know how to make it work. And with them going for nostalgia, I think you're right, because Super Mario Wonder felt like nostalgia when I played it, but at the same time, it felt new. I don't know how they made that happen, but it felt like nostalgia. It was like, oh, this feels like old Mario. But then it felt like something brand new that I had never experienced before, which was really cool. Really cool. All right. Man, I am so hungry. Dumb hungry. Dumb hungry. I gotta get food. What's on the menu, y'all? What y'all eating today, man? Let me know. Cause I am hungry. I should cook, but I don't want to. Really don't feel like it. Shout out to Jamari Gray with the W's. I don't know how that works in the chats, but I think I hear good things about W's in the chat. So thank you. Gotta play that Fortnite. Gotta play that Fortnite. I feel that. I feel that. I just think they're gonna find a way. I just really believe that Nintendo will find a way, bro. It's just they consistently do so. You gotta think they figured a way to have people go crazy over the Switch 2 update. I'm not one of those people. But when the Switch 2 dropped, people were like, yeah, Switch 2, man, I'm excited. And it's nothing like, they're like, oh, it's just as powerful as like a PS4. Like, powerful as a PS4? We playing PS5. Why are we excited about this? So I didn't jump on like picking that up, and I still haven't. Well, that's just me saying like these dudes find a way. They got people excited to play Cyberpunk. But I can play it on the Switch. It's like, what? Why would you want to? Or why would you need to? You haven't played that yet. Some people haven't. Some people are strictly Nintendo. That's it. That's all. That's all they know. That's all they care to know. That's where I'm at. I want to do PC, but PC is just cost so damn much. You know? Cost so damn much. Pardon me, I'm looking for a charger. We may have to cut this live because I gotta use my phone to figure out what I'm gonna eat. First gen Wii, very nice, man. I got like a resolution that pertains to refunds. Oh shoot, okay. Let me check, let me follow up on this. What the hell? Man, what just happened? Okay, it's not that time yet. Damn, dog. I'm not a Mac user. My bad, y'all. Oh shoot. Hey, Ned, appreciate you, man. That's what's up. Thank you. I got zoned out and working, man. Thank you so much, man. Salute to you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, we have a bunch of Wii's over here, man. I have a box of them. I need to get one modified, if I'm being honest. I really do need to go ahead and get one modded because, like, why not? You know, at this point. Here in Q was low. I didn't go into coaching, so I stayed in. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The Wii was cool and one of those things I picked up eventually, but it was late into the game. I wasn't really playing the Wii. At that time, I was so into Xbox and PlayStation, playing Call of Duty, things like that, NBA 2K. Only thing I ever played on the Wii was bowling. That was it. That was the only thing. Only Def Jam I have is Icon. Def Jam Icon on the PS3 is the only Def Jam game that I have. And that's just me being a child and not knowing that those things were going to, you know, do what they did. I didn't keep up with that stuff. I had Vendetta, Fight for New York, all of that, PS2. Loved those games. And I was the only one in my circle that loved those games. But I messed around and don't know what I did with them as a kid. Don't know what I did. You be well, Ned, man. Have a great day. Appreciate you. All right, everybody. Thank you for hitting the like button. I'm about to dip. I got some stuff I got to take care of. So have a good one. Be well. And I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Yeah, man, I'm with you. I don't even know if I sold it. I might have just given it away. Even sicker. I tend to do that a lot. I used to give a lot of my games away when I was a kiddo. But all right, man, it's been great, man. Y'all be well. Peace.